I think lots of people expected us to cave in. Why take this all the way? Why go through a 6-week trial, months of waiting, lots of lawyers, and it's a high risk thing to do. But we wanted to stand behind our reporting.
In April 2021, The Guardian was approached by 2 initial sources who were concerned about Mr. Clarke's behaviour and conduct towards women on film and TV sets.
Sirin and I sort of split an initial list of leads between us, and quite quickly, even just within those first few days of investigating, we were sharing notes and realising that there were so many similarities between the allegations.
So I was calling up all of these women, and it was April 2021, so it was pandemic times. And I remember speaking to these women, on the phone or on Zoom calls. To speak, even anonymously, to a journalist about him felt really daunting.
Although these women were very nervous and initially quite reluctant to go on the record, it was very easy to find those women because this had kind of been, as they described it, an open secret in the industry. These were very different types of allegations. So we were hearing about allegations of bullying, sexual harassment, sexual touching, and secretly filming naked auditions.
Very quickly, within a matter of days, Lucy and I realised that this potentially was a really serious investigation involving sustained abuse over a long period of time. After our first investigation was published in April 2021, the impact was immediate and considerable, and my inbox blew up.
In the first 12 hours, I'd say, after the first article, we were completely inundated with other women and other witnesses as well reaching out to us.
Understandably, these are high-risk stories to publish, and that's why you need to make sure that you're being really careful and really thorough in your reporting. And exactly a year later was when Lucy and I found out that Noel Clarke was suing The Guardian for libel, alleging that our articles were false and that we had published things that weren't true.
I'm not sure any journalists can really prepare themselves for what it is like to be sued. It does take over your life. It's been a big part of our lives for the last 3 years.
By the time I got up there and gave evidence, I had been in court every day for 6 weeks. And I had listened to Noel Clarke's lawyers making false allegations about our reporting, about our ethics, about our integrity, about the women's credibility.
They received such aggressive questioning. They were asked intimate details about their private lives. They were asked about their sexual histories. They were accused of being liars. And I was really shocked at the number of sort of myths and stereotypes that we were hearing in court. I'm really proud to work for a news organisation that did fight this all the way, and to now have had this judgment. It makes me more determined than ever to keep telling these kinds of stories.
The Guardian is one of very few publications that has the resource and the appetite to tackle these kind of stories. We chose to publish this reporting, and I'm immensely proud that we did, because when it came down to it, we stood by the women, we believed they were truthful, and we defended our journalism.
This judgment shows why investigative journalism matters. It's about holding the powerful to account, and it's about giving voice to people whose stories would otherwise not be told.